everybody, it's your favorite friend and fiend, Kenneth Ramon, back here again in the Cruiser Bruiser. It's a pretty cool day today. Got a lot of autograph stuff to share with you guys. Third Eye Blind just came on the radio. Some Semi-Charm Live right there. Got my Baja Blast ready. My spicy potato soft taco. We're ready to do it. Let's get into this autograph collecting video. Somebody said the W word here in the crest and we got some crazy wins, so hopefully we don't blow away today. So just for you guys that aren't aware of the hobby, what I like to do is just write to celebrities and just people in general that inspire me. Just send out like a letter of appreciation and just of hopes of trying to get an autograph back in return. So you guys, I got quite a bit to share with you today. So first up, we got Mr. George Costanza right here. Mr. Jason Alexander, very cool, thank you so much. And not a lot of people know this, but he was also the Colonel in KFC. So like I actually sent this out to Reba McEntire, got it back right here, and then I just sent off to him, and I think Norm Macdonald also did the Colonel. I'm just trying to find like maybe a good address to send this out to him. My dad was all like, "You messed up, kid. You got Reba McEntire and now you added somebody else? That's worthless now." I'm very selfish when it comes to this hobby. I only collect for me. And actually when they write like an inscription to me, it actually makes me feel a lot better. It's like I actually made that connection. So just throwing that out there. And he also signed my Shallow Hal DVD cover. For those of you guys that are 90s kids, you probably remember this movie. This actually came out in 2001, but I don't know, it's got like a 90s feel to me. So, very cool. Thank you so much, Mr. Jason Alexander. Next up, we got Mr. Cliff Williams. From a little band you might know, AC/DC. Very cool, he signed this booklet for me. I just sent a couple of my CD booklets and just flipped to the page where he was at. And yeah, he signed there. And here's another CD I own. He's on that page, so he signed there for me. This one's kind of harder to see, at least as far as the video goes. But yeah, this was like the live album. Yeah, Live at River Plate, pretty cool. And then I also sent him my Back in Black CD, but I only sent out the back of it. I'll tell you why in a second. It's because I already had Brian Johnson in the front of my Back in Black, and this looks pretty cool. It says, "Keep the world rocking, Kenneth, Brian Johnson." I'm like, there's really not a lot of room for anybody else, and I don't really want to ruin that, so just had him sign the back. You know, I had to get his autograph regardless on this album. It's iconic, right? And he also was kind enough to send me a guitar pick. How cool is that? Thank you so much, Mr. Cliff Williams. Quite the honor. And so next up, we got Miss Kathleen Bradley. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, you might know her from a little movie called Friday. She was Miss Parker. Let me take a second to read this. This is pretty cool. To Kenneth. I love that smiley face. That's so cute with the heart. Yeah. What's that say? Oh yeah, love and kisses. Kathleen Bradley, a.k.a. Miss Parker. This is so cool, you guys. Damn! And that's what they're saying right here. Damn! Anyways, that's so funny. I'm glad to have her in my collection. And what's really cool about her is she was actually the first African-American model to be on The Price is Right. So that's super cool. And she was kind enough to send some extra goodies my way. Like, check this shot out. Look at that. Very cool. With Mr. Bob Barker right there. Sweet. Here's another awesome shot that she sent me of herself. Very cool. And yeah, she even like threw in some extra postage, which was totally cool. She definitely didn't have to send all this extra stuff to me. Very much appreciated. And I'm also going to show you guys her social media information in case you guys want to follow her. I don't know if this camera is focusing good enough for you guys to see it. But if it's not, I will definitely link it in the description below. Thank you so much, Ms. Bradley. Alright, so as you guys know, the last time I was super stoked because I got Mr. Al Jardine from the Beach Boys. I'm a huge Beach Boys fan, and particularly the Pet Sounds album. Just love it. But this time around, I got Mr. Bruce Johnston. Very cool. I had this framed, actually, but while I was coming out to make this video, I dropped the frame, man. So I got to get a new one, but I love this shot of him. So thank you so much, Mr. Johnston. And he also signed my Pet Sound CD. So, okay, from what I hear, Mr. Al Jardine and Mr. Johnston, they don't really get along. So, like, I was kind of hesitant to send this because I had Al Jardine's signature on it. I just kind of flipped to this page. Maybe he wouldn't see it, but he was kind enough to even sign next to Al Jardine. So he signed in both spots. So that's really cool. And yeah, so he signed this one. This one I took the risk because Al Jardine, he signed the front of it for me, but in the back of it I got Mr. David Marks and his band that he's playing with right now, the Surf City All-Stars. That band is actually made up of members that used to perform live with the Beach Boys, and they actually toured this album, so I wanted to get them as well. So yeah, and added Mr. Johnston right here. So now I got Al Jardine in the front and these guys in the back, and hopefully maybe add some more. Pretty cool. Love the Beach Boys. And next up, I got a return back from Mr. Bob Newhart. And if you don't recognize that name, he was Papa Elf in the movie Elf. He signed this one for me a while back. But it was funny. A lot of people in the autograph community were kind of upset because he just signed it as Papa Elf. I thought it was cool. Like, why not, man? I mean, it's just, you guys are way too picky, some of you guys. But anyways, I've just been watching a lot of his stuff recently, and with this quarantine, his style of humor, it just cheers me up. Like, especially the Stop It skit. I highly recommend you guys check that out. But, oh my gosh, you guys, this guy is so funny. And I just had to write to him again, especially because I found, like, this shot of him from The Big Bang Theory. I just had to get that. It says, to Kenneth, all my best, Bob Newhart. Very awesome. Thank you so much. And a while back, I also had Ed Asner sign my Elf movie cover. And I gotta read this one to you because it's so funny. It says, Kenneth, look at him. The big sissy with his hands on his hips. Best, Ed Asner. Plus many thanks. So yeah, there's that for you guys. And I just wanted to get Mr. Bob Newhart to add to this. And he wrote right here next to Ed Asner's many thanks. He wrote, me too, Bob Newhart. So how cool is that? So I don't know how many of my viewers are huge Misfits fans like I am. But yeah, that actually started my autograph collecting hobby. I just saw that the drummer, Manny Martinez from the Misfits, was like signing autographs through the mail. And then I was all like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I could like reach out to like other people? And then I found out about the community through YouTube. Anyways, guys, so yeah, this time around, I got the autograph of Mr. Jim. And he was the drummer after Manny. In 1978, he played on the Static Age album. Very, very cool album. And this guy is a phenomenal musician. If you haven't heard of him, I highly recommend you check him out. But he's playing with him right now. This is Robbie Bloodshed. So check that out. Got the whole band to sign this for me. Very cool. Thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, so going back to that Misfit story, I just started collecting all the members. I'm going to make a separate video about this, but long story short, I got 7 of them to sign the CD cover for me. Front and back. I got Doyle on here, Franchi Coma. And I got a bunch of people. Manny Martinez right here, Jerry Only. So on and so forth. And I was just so afraid to mail this out. Like, I was just done at this point because this really has some sentimental value to me. So what I did was I made like a little custom like CD cover, and that's what I wanted to risk mailing out, because you know, with the mail you never know what could happen. You know, things get lost all the time. So guys, what I did was make a little like custom CD cover, and I just stuck it in here. So let me just show you guys. So you pull the CD out. Look, there's a picture of Mr. Jim in there, which he awesomely signed, and I added like the guitar picks that I've gotten over the years through the mail. Let me know what you think. Does that look cool? This is how it would look. I think it looks awesome. Now, I told you in my last video, guys, you're going to see this movie cover again. Well, after I was done making that video, I sent this Superman DVD cover off again, and I sent it to Mr. Richard Donner, the director of Superman the movie, the original Christopher Reeves Superman. And gosh, it's so cool to have his autograph. Thank you so much. And not only that, though, he was also an executive producer on X-Men. So I couldn't help but sending this one out as well. And so graciously signed both. Very much appreciated. Now, you guys, this is kind of a crazy story, but I sent out a photo, too. And it kind of got smushed, like in between these like movie covers, unfortunately. But I sent out this photo. I'm just going to show it. I sent this photo out for a good friend of mine. I was going to send it off like as a birthday gift, you know. But what happened was it got like really like scrunched up like underneath these movie covers, and like my dad, bless his heart, he's like, well, maybe you could like stick it in like the middle of a book and just leave it there for a week and maybe it'll look okay. And I was like, this guy's crazy. But anyways, I did that. A week later I pulled it out and I guess it doesn't look horrible. I don't know, you guys let me know. Maybe I should just send off another picture, but this is what I was going to send my friend. It's kind of, I don't know if you guys could see it in the video, but it's pretty bent. But if you know my friend, if he's watching, you could just slip this in like a 4x6 picture frame and it should be fine, I'm thinking. So I'm going to send this off with a few goodies. You know when your birthday is, it's going to be coming soon. So hopefully I get a few more awesome things to send your way. But just had to send this off. And thank you so much, Mr. Donner, for signing. Very much appreciated. Alrighty, guys. Well, I got some more cool stuff. But first off, let me read this letter really quick. It says, Ken, don't tell anyone I replied. I'm going to have to start ignoring these. Too many! And then their initials. I'm a man of my word, so I will not tell a single soul. But I just want to say thank you so much. You know who you are, and you're from one of like the greatest classic rock bands of all time, and arguably one of like the pioneers of heavy metal music as well. I've said enough. I just want to say thank you so much. And you even threw in some extra goodies. Very much appreciated, man. You're a huge inspiration. Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, before I get to my last success of this month, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button. I appreciate it all. And you guys, I just want to dedicate this episode to the loving memory of Mr. Peter Mark Richmond. I don't know if any of you guys are as big of Three's Company fans as I am, but those of you who are, remember him as Chrissy's dad on the show. And I actually mailed to him November of last year. Cutting it very close, and he actually passed away in January, and I'm just finding out about it now. But thank you so much, Mr. Richmond, and thanks for all the wonderful memories. You're dearly missed. And he also signed this DVD cover for me right here next to Chrissy. Thank you so much, sir. Rest in peace. All right, guys. Well, this next one has been out for 3 years, okay? And so those of you who have been watching my channel and been getting to know me, you guys know I'm huge on this, like, collecting as many people from the project as possible. You know, and I just love sending out, like, movie covers and CD covers and just try to get everyone involved. Right, so I had a Back to the Future movie cover. Let me just show you guys this. I'm just so happy to have this back in my possession. But yeah, it was signed by Mr. Huey Lewis and Miss Elsa Raven. She actually passed away. She was the clock tower lady. Rest in peace. But yeah, I had not seen this for a good 3 years, and I sent it off to Mr. Dean Cundy, and I wrote back to him last summer, and he said that he never got my letter. So then I just started over. You guys have seen like the new cover, just trying to get as many people again as possible, and it's been kind of a challenge, but gosh, it's just so great to have this back. And I also sent out my Halloween VHS cover. This one was signed by Mr. John Carpenter and Miss PJ Souls, Linda here, and yeah, there's Dean Cundy. I'm so happy to add him to it. But not only that, though, I had Kyle Richards sign this, and she is super hard to get. But yeah, she signed this for me to Kenneth. Much love, Kyle Richards, and I'm just so happy to have this back after 3 years. You guys just don't even know. And yeah, he also signed some other ones that I also sent, you know, Jurassic Park and the Flintstones. An amazing cinematographer. Thank you so much, Mr. Dean Cundy. Your work is just so inspirational to me as an aspiring filmmaker. But here's a little note. It says, "Hi, Kenneth. Thank you for your kind words. Best always, Dean Cundy. You guys, this is just so awesome. It's just a reminder, guys. Never lose hope. Anything is possible. And you guys, if you made it this far in the video, I know it's been super long, but if you made it this far, comment, "Great Scott!" in the comments, just to know that you guys have been watching. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around this long and seeing like all the autographs that I've got back this month of March 2021. Hopefully we keep seeing some more cool stuff as we go, but thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it so much. Kenneth Ramon, signing off.